Hi YouTube, this is Care Bear, and I just wanted to do a follow-up vlog from my first one that I posted the other night, and I just wanted to say thank you to the people who I've heard from in support for my weight loss journey. The one thing that really surprised me was getting so much support from people who are not going through weight loss surgery, but are just experiencing the weight loss journey on their own and wanted to encourage me in my choice of losing weight in whatever method. And I just wanted to, to say how much I appreciated that and how much that surprised me, because I kind of always feel like the people who are losing weight with just diet and exercise alone may frown upon those of us who have chosen weight loss surgery. And I really admire those of you who have encouraged us to just, be healthy, and if this is the way that we choose to do it because this is going to work for us best, that, at least we're making that choice. So I appreciate that you acknowledge that. I also want to go over a little bit about who I am, where I've come from, how my process through this journey has, how it started and how it's gotten to the point it is now. I'm 22 years old, and I am married, happily married, and have two children. One is almost 5. I have almost 5-year-old daughter and a 13-month-year-old son. 13-month-year-old son. 13-month-old son. and I just, I'm 5'6", sometimes 5'7", just depending on who's measuring me. My current weight is 244. It is my highest non-pregnancy weight. The highest I've ever been, I think, was 253, and that was when I was pregnant with my son. So my BMI right now is 39. I started my actual pursuit with the medical group and with my insurance and everything on October 6th of this year, 2009. Was when I saw my primary care physician for the first time and discussed with him my desire to go in for, at that time, lap band surgery was what I was really pursuing. Then later that month, I was told that I should be checked for sleep apnea because I was witnessed stopping sleeping and then gasping for air in my sleep. So I was told to talk to my primary care physician. He went right away. He petitioned my insurance company for the authorization to be tested for sleep apnea, and I was on the 26th. From the 26th to the 27th, I had my at-home sleep apnea test, sleep study, which came back positive. I had moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea. So on November 30th, I received my CPAP machine and have been using it for the last few weeks, and it's been kind of a love-hate relationship with it. I'm happy to say that I am, gradually getting better at using it and feeling more comfortable with it. But there were times when I would wake up in the middle of the night and I had unhooked it and had just thrown it on the floor and had no recollection of when it had happened or why I had taken it off. So it's been working fairly well over time. It's been getting a little bit better. So on November 30th, I also had received the authorization from my insurance company to meet with a surgeon. So I had contacted them on the 30th of November and spoke with his office, and they told me that I had to first attend his seminar. And I was a little bit frustrated because I felt like I had done so much research. I was really familiar with the bypass. I was really familiar with the lap band, and I really, wanted to, I had already made my choice that I wanted to have a lap band. So I went in to the seminar, to the 2.5-hour seminar with my husband, and was 100% knew that I was going in for the lap band, and then left just thinking, I think 98% I want the bypass. And that 2% difference has gradually gotten smaller over the last, few days, and I really am seriously considering the bypass. More and more each day when I think about the differences and the dumping for eating sweets and fatty foods, which is sweets are my downfall every single time. So I know that if I had that negative reinforcement, then it might change my eating habits so that it would be kind of a forced change. I wouldn't be able to do that unless I wanted to reap the consequences of eating sugar. So that's, even though it's often looked as a negative, I kind of look at it as a positive because it would kind of force me into a lifestyle change where sweets are concerned. So that's something that I've really considered. The lap band also has not been performed here in the United States for as long as the bypass has. One question I always wondered about with the bypass was 30 or 40 years down the road, what is that band inside of me going to be doing? Is it still going to be holding up? Is it still going to be, just as good as when they put it in the first time? and the seminar, they talked about in Europe, the lap band has been around, the procedure has been being done in Europe for as long as the bypass has been performed here, so they have a much grander history. And what they found is that at about 12 years, it's being removed or replaced. So one thing the surgeon explained in the seminar as well, is that the lap band is not necessarily a safer procedure, because a lot of the complications still come into play. They're still going into the abdominal cavity. We're still going under anesthesia. There's still, incisions being made, and all of those same things. Sure, the actual procedure is different, but a lot of the complications can still take place in either surgery. So it's not a non-evasive procedure. It might be a less evasive procedure, but my thinking is that in 12 years down the line, if I have to go through the same procedure, whether it's just for them to take it out or to replace it, then it doesn't really make sense for me to put myself in the position of a dangerous surgery twice or more than 2 times, when I could do the bypass one time, and then once I make it past all the scariness of that first surgery, I don't have to worry about going back to that again. So that's kind of why I've come to the conclusion of the bypass for now. I went to the seminar on the 9th, which was last Wednesday, and I received a call today. We turned in all of our paperwork at the seminar, and then for the surgeon's office, and then today I received a call from his office stating that they wanted to schedule the appointment for me to come into the surgeon's office. So my appointment is for January 5th, and I will be going into his office, but I don't think I'm going to be seeing the surgeon right away. I think I have to first, excuse me, how rude of me. I think first I have to meet with a nutritionist and a psychologist, and then I'll be able to see the surgeon. Now, I have such a long history of weight loss attempts with exercise and diets, as many people do. I'm not sure what my insurance requires regarding a 6-month pre-op diet, or what his office requires for a 6-month pre-op diet. So I don't know if I'm going to get there. I'm going to speak with the surgeon, and they're going to say, we are going to start you on a 6-month diet, or we're going to start you on a 3-month diet, or what. I have no idea. So like I said in my first vlog, that I'm really at peace with, the kind of waiting game that I'm in. I just know that it's just a matter of time, and I kind of have to bide my time and do what they ask, and eventually I'm going to get there. There's no reason to stress about it or to be anxious about it if I can't change anything, because I feel like that is taking, any sort of faith I have in God's timing for me, and, placing it on the lack of power I have. It's like, if I've given it to Him, then He's going to make it, work for the best. In the very beginning, I kept thinking to myself, well, if I could do this in like 2 months, that would be awesome. And I just thought today, if I'd had the surgery already, I would have had the lap band, and that might not be the best choice for me. But because it's taking a little bit longer, and I was required to go to the seminar that I really didn't want to have to attend, all of a sudden, my eyes have been opened to a whole new opportunity, a new choice, a better option for me. So I really feel like everything is happening the way it should. And I just kind of wanted to share what I had so far, what I've gone through. So, starting on October 6th, it's been 2.5 months. It'll be 3 months by the time I'm actually seeing the surgeon. I have HealthNet HMO, and my doctor is Dr. Calorie in San Diego, California. My surgeon, rather, is Dr. Calorie in San Diego. What a great name for a bariatric surgeon, right? I always get a kick out of that. But I know that with HealthNet HMO, their requirements are, either 40 BMI or higher, or if it's under that, then you have to have a comorbid diet as well. So my obstructive sleep apnea would qualify for that. So I know that I qualify for the surgery, and I just don't know really what kind of hoops I have to go through in order to, get to that end point. So that's another reason why I'm not really worried about being approved. I might just be worried about being approved right away, or not really worried, but, my wondering is when I'm going to be approved. It really is just a matter of time for me. I just know that. So I'm very excited, and thank you again for any support and any positive comments or questions that I receive. I totally appreciate that, and I've been having a lot of fun checking out your guys' videos as well. GetFitGamer, I really enjoyed checking out your videos, and you're hilarious. So it made it fun to just kind of, see what your journey has been like, and it's always fun to learn from other people. So I hope this has been fun for you guys, and I'll check in with you guys in a couple of weeks or so. Talk to you soon. Bye.